ball, or if you don't have a ball, you can use a rolled up towel for most of the exercises, and a fabric booty band. So it's going to be tough with this band on. If you don't have a fabric one, you can use your latex ones just the same, or even do the whole thing without, or improvise, maybe use some ankle weights. So we're going to get started today with 20 minutes of upper body. Then we're going to go for 30 minutes of lower body, and then finish with 10 minutes of core and a stretch. So with the upper body segment, we're going to start without any equipment with some swan arms, and then we're going to do some light weights exercises, and then finally move into some more posture type work. So we're going to get started sitting up nice and tall. Now you can sit cross-legged. I prefer to sit in this Z position at the moment because I've got a funny hip, and sitting cross-legged seems to aggravate it. But if you need to sit on a chair, for example, cross-legged with your feet out in front, whatever you need to do, just get into position. And here comes Yoda. I'm pressing start to just make sure I don't go way over time. We're going to start with some swan arms. So I want you to first of all come into a ballet arm, up, and then float your arms down. So you're coming in front, overhead, and floating your arms down. So the key with swan arms is to use your elbows. So imagine that you've got wings and you're pushing your elbows down. So it's forward and up and all the way down. So you're rounding through your arms, and you're making sure that you press your shoulders down in opposition to those arms raising, and you've got your belly button pulled in really nice and tight, all the way down, up and down. Let's just do a few more like this. 2 more. Nice tall posture. Last one. Now we're just going to come to center, and we're going to open out, push to the front, up and down. So now push your chest through. Imagine you're flapping those wings up and down. So you're pushing your chest through, squeezing those shoulder blades up and down. And then on the forward, slightly round your back at the back there. Back, forward, up and down. Flapping those wings. I know a swan would never actually flap their wings up and down like this, but we're just simulating up and down. Let's go for 3 and 2 and last one. Now we're going to hold one arm static, and we're just going to flap one arm up and down. It's out and front, up and down. Out and front, up and down. So a nice static hold will definitely, Yoda likes the static hold, will definitely burn out the shoulder, and you're trying to still create this floating action. Back and front, up and down. If your arm gets too sore, you can bend it or lower it a bit. Up and down. Let's go for 3, 2, last one. Now stay out to the side and just bend, extend. Bend, extend. So now palm down, palm up. How about we switch our palms on the extension? Bend, extend. Bend, extend. This should start feeling pretty toasty in that shoulder. How are we going, Colleen? Is it burning yet? Extend. And 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Now forward, up, to the side, bend, extend. Forward and up, to the side, bend, extend. To the side, bend, extend. Last time, forward and up, to the side, bend, extend. Maybe roll through those shoulders a little bit. We're going to the other side. So this arm now is static, forward and up, and to the side. Forward and up, and to the side. Floating that arm through space. Now this shoulder is already burning like crazy because it was holding that isometric hold the entire time we did the other arm. So I already feel like this side is going to be worse. But don't worry, we'll keep it evens. Let's go for 3 and 2. Deep breaths, and 1. Now stay out here, palm down and then float it back palm up. So you're switching your palm. It's in and out. If this arm is just getting too sore, bring it down for a second and then bring it back up if you can, and out. It's in and out. Deep breaths. Push your shoulders down. Nice long neck here. 4, 3, 2, 1. Forward and up. Out and down. In and out. Forward and up. Down and out. In and out. I don't know if you can see Yoda. He's having a crazy moment with the scratch pole. He's kicking it. Forward and up. Down and out. In and out. Last time. Forward and up. Down and out, in and out. Okay, roll your shoulders. Now we're just doing that to both sides. So we're going to come up and out, in and out, forward and up, down and out, in and out, forward and up, down and out, in and out. You're still switching your palms. In and out, forward and up. I know it's a lot. In and out. So semi-straight arms with a little bend, and now bend, extend. Forward and up, down and out, in and out. How about 2 more? Up, down and out, in and out. And the last time up. Ooh, in and out. Oh my goodness, the shoulder burn is intense, right? Deep breath in. Okay, we're coming to the front. We're going to just reach our fingertips to the front, and we're going to start pulsing. So once again, you want to have your shoulders down, your back is really tall, your tummy's in, and you're going to pulse, pulse, pulse here. So those shoulders are not getting a break, because when you're doing weightless exercises, you do need to do a lot of reps in order to get in there. Now we're going to go from here to out to the side, and we're going to come up and down with our arms in the side lateral, but we're going to flick our palms up, so flex our hands, and then point our fingers down. Don't worry, it's a lot to take in if I'm trying to explain it. So from here, we're going to go out and flick, up and down, up and down, up and down. So up with your fingertips down, up with your fingertips down. Your arms are pretty straight here, micro bend, up and down, up and down. Now come forward, out, up and down for 4, 2, and 1. Come forward. 1, 2, 3, 4. Out, up and down. 2, 3, 4. Forward. 2, 3, and 4. Out, flex, up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. Again, forward. 2, 3, 4. Out and flex, up and down, up and down. Try not to bend at the elbow. Up and down. Last time. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Oh my goodness. Flex, up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. Wow, definite burn. Deep breath in. Okay, we're going to come overhead and we're going to bring our fingertips together. Then we're going to face our palms out, press out, and bring our elbows behind. Come back overhead, fingertips together, press out, elbows behind, overhead, elbows behind, overhead, elbows behind. So long neck. Push your shoulders down as your arms come up. As your elbows come behind, squeeze your shoulder blades and push your chest through. So this is a posture exercise for you. Colleen, you wanted some posture work, so we're going to incorporate swan type arms with posture. And back, up overhead, and back. How about 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now can you come up tap and down tap? Up overhead and down behind. Up overhead and down behind. If you cannot touch all the way, then you can just bring your hands as close as you can. I love doing this one because it really opens through the front of the shoulders. 3 and 2 and 1. Now come back to that push out and in. So you're pushing out and bringing your elbows in. Push and pull. Push and pull back with those elbows. Push and pull. Push and pull. 4 more. 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to alternate. Push and pull. Come on, try and keep the rest of your body really nice and still. Push and pull. I'm going to switch my legs because I'm starting to notice that it's feeling a little bit like it's going to sleep on me. Push and pull, push and pull. Keep going as if you're closing a heavy door out to the side. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Roll the shoulders, and we're going to come into a slight forward bend, and it's a up slight diagonal to the back and directly in front to the front. Flex those hands once again. So I am leaning forward and back a little bit here. Up and up, up and up. Go for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay here and just pulse. Pulse those arms, straight arms, back and back, back and back. Keep breathing. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and switch it. Just pulse straight arms here. Come on, we're picking up the weights next. Pulse and pulse. Pulse and pulse. Breathe through it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Okay, I am going to sit cross-legged now because with the weights, we're going to need to keep really square. I know you didn't say use the ball, but just for a few, okay? Actually, just pick up one weight. Put the ball in between your elbows, and then one arm is going to be bent and one arm is going to be straight. You're going to push in against the ball. We're going to extend that arm and bend. Extend and bend. So you need to sit up tall, and you need to make sure that you are not kind of tipping your body. You're just moving the arms and bend. Now this may be moving around for you. I didn't really think this through, this exercise wearing sleeves. I should probably push them up, but a few more like this. 4, there's Yoda. 3, 2, I am going to push my sleeves up. Sorry, Colleen, it's annoying. It keeps moving around. Last one. Now lift the shape of your arms. Are you pressing in on the ball? Lift the shape of your arms. Up and up, up and up. Squeeze against the ball. Now you can obviously do this without using the ball. You can just hold your arm, one in front and one going up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And we're going to switch that to the other side. We're not doing long because I know that burns so much in those shoulders, right? So once again, wedge it in and extend and bend. Extend and bend. So if you're really finding it too hard keeping it up, come further down like this. Then it becomes kind of more of a bicep and shoulder exercise. But if you can, keep it up or drop the weight. It's even hard dropping the weight. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now wedge it in and push up. This is it. Deep breath, push up, then we drop the ball. Up and up, up and up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whose idea was that? I think it might have been mine. Okay, I'm going back to my Z position now because this hip of mine is not really enjoying sitting cross-legged. Okay, let us put both weights in one hand. We're going to do some bicep curls. So just bring your arm out in front. I want you to try and keep your arm away from your body a bit and just bring it in. So it's slightly diagonal, in and extend. So we're going to do 2 exercises and we're going to pyramid them together, just going 1 to 5 and back down. So starting with this one, just to show you the exercise, go for 2 and last 1. Now from here, we're going to go up to the side and scoop. Up to the side and scoop. So it's similar but not the same. Scoop, up to the side and scoop. 2 more of these, and then we're going to combine them, starting with 1 of each. So start with 1 bicep, 1 up to the side and scoop. 2 biceps. Hello, darling. Up to the side for 2. Now Minnie wants to come in. Keep doing that because I know you want the cats in. Come on. Come on, Minnie. Okay, Minnie comes in. Oh my goodness, these guys. Up to the side and scoop. Sorry. How about we start again? Sorry, guys. Now they might both stay in. Start with 1. Up to the side and scoop. Now Minnie's out of the shot. 2. Up to the side and scoop. Up to the side and scoop. 3. 1, 2, 3. Side and scoop. 2 and 3 and 4. 1, 2. Keep that arm away. 3, 4. Side and scoop. 2, 3. She's drinking. 4. This is the last one until we start going down again. 2, 3, 4, 5, and it's side and scoop. 2, 3. This is actually heavy. 4. If you need to drop one of the weights. 5. Ouch, I totally get it. I think I'm going to drop. 1, 2, 3, 4. Side and scoop. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. Side and scoop. 2. Youch. 3, 2 here. 1, 2. Side and scoop. Oh my goodness, for 2. And last time, 1 and 1. Just in here. Ouch, right? Okay, before we go to the other side, we're going to come into a kneeling position. There's Minnie. Hello, little girl. Hello, are you going to stay here now? Oh my God. Okay, so they're both out, Colleen. You saw me try then. She evaded me. So we're in a kneeling position. We're going to you can come up here or stay down, and we're going to just row behind. So just start with that. Row behind. So now you have to have a flat back, tummy's in. Extend that arm in front, then row behind, keeping your arm close by your rib cage. Come on. Forward and up. Forward and up. And we're going to combine this with a shoulder press. 2 and 1. Now press overhead. That's all we're doing. We're pressing overhead. So you know a shoulder press. We don't need to do too many practice reps. 4, 3, 2, 1. So start back. Forward and press. Straighten yourself up and down. Now 2, 1 and 2, up, 1 and 2. Leaning forward first for 3, 2, 1. Straighten yourself up, 3, 2, 1. Lean back, 4, 3, 2, 1. And it's up, 3, 2, 1. Largest one, 5, 4, 3, 2. I hope you're really squeezing your shoulder blades. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're back to 4, 4, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2. Out. Shoulder death. 3, 2, 1, 3. Drop a weight if you need to. I'm trying not to because this is a back row. 2 and 2 and 1. Sorry, that one was a little bit messy. And 1. Okay. Youch. Guess what? We're changing sides. So good to change sides, right? So we're going to start with the biceps and we're going to build it up. So bicep and then scoop. So I'm starting with both weights because that's what I did on the other side. So keep your arm away from your body, biceps. Bend, extend. Control it up, control it down. I don't know what it is, Colleen. I seem to be incapable of sticking to a time frame. I'm constantly going over time, even though I try very hard not to. But then I get carried away. And then things happen, like the cats go in and out. I shouldn't have opened the door to Minnie, but I don't know if you saw her. She was actually up on the glass. Bridge. Okay, we're back. So we're going to use the band in our hands for the first segment, which is the pretzel segment. Now, we're going to use the ball for some of it behind the knee. So start by wedging it in, then sit in that Z position where your kneecap is lined up approximately with your belly button, and this leg is behind your hip. So if you were to draw a line here, it's not in front, it's behind. Then you want to rotate your hip to the front so that you're really pushing this hip, both hip bones forward, squeezing the underside of the glutes to do that. We're going to put the loop around our arms, and this is going to get intense simply because we're not using our arms to support ourselves, okay? So just bring your arms in front, and we're going to do one pull out on the loop or push out and one squeeze forward. Pull and push. So you're pushing your hip forward even more. You're bringing your toe up. You're keeping your ball pulling on you. This ball situation. Let's just not use the ball. Okay. Okay, we're back. So we're going to use the loop actually around the wrists for the first little exercise series. And the main reason I'm doing this is because it's going to be a lot harder on your core to not use your arms. So we're in pretzel position. You requested pretzel, Colleen. Line your knee up with your belly button. This knee is in line with the hip or further back, and your shoulders are down and back, and I want you to push out on that band, and we're going to push our hip forward. So just start pushing your hip forward. You're not lifting your leg or anything, and now pull out with your arms as you push your hip forward. So you're pushing and slightly coming back, but you're not going all the way back. So it's not this, you're not rocking, you're already forward, and then you're contracting the underside of the glute to push forward more and more, and squeeze and squeeze. Go 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now can you lift your toe? So this time you are going to lean forward slightly. Can you bring your arms overhead? You're just pushing out, but you're not pushing extra. You're just holding your arms static. So you're lifting the toe, pivoting on that knee, and trying to bring that foot up. So are you feeling your back fat area? Are you feeling the muffin top area? Try and do this. If you really cannot do this with your arms up in the air, forget the band and come here, okay? This will give you a larger range of motion, but it means you're not going to be using your core as much. You can even come all the way down or bring your arm out further. The further your arm is away from your body, the easier it is. But if you're Colleen, if your name is Colleen and you design this workout, your arms are up in the air for 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Now we're going to lift the entire shape of the leg. So tuck forward, stay in that position, lift the entire shape of the leg. Now start to bend, press. Bend, press. So you're bending your arms and pressing back up. Bend, press as you lift. If it's too much, just forget about the arms and do the bottom, do the legs. Bend, press. Bend, press. Come on, get it up. It's a tiny move. 4 more. And 3. And 2. And 1. Now bring your arms down. You can put your fingertips down. We're going to lift the leg, bring it in line with your forearm and extend it, then poke it back. In and extend and poke back. So my fingertips are down, but I am not going to put heaps of pressure on there, okay? Not a lot of pressure. because I really want to still use my core. In fact, if you want to make it harder, the reason I keep my fingertips down is because it stops your body from moving around. If you bring your arms up, you're more likely to move like this, okay? 3 more, push. 2 more, push. Last time, push. Deep breath in, arms back overhead. All we're gonna do is pick up the leg and poke to the back. This is it, this is where we finish. Poke and poke. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wowzers. Wowzers. Oh my gosh. Oh, hug that in for a second. What about that burn in the back fat area? I wasn't expecting. 3, 2, 1. Now just hold your arms pushing out and start picking up your toe. Now bring your arms overhead. So you're pushing your hip forward, you're pivoting on that back knee, and you're picking up your toe, squeezing the underside of the glutes. And yes, it's hard. Yes, it burns, but we can do it, right? Push, push. Come on, breathe. 6, 5, don't let that leg creep. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now keep the squeeze, keep the push forward. We're raising the leg and tapping down. And we're bend pressing through the arms. Bend, press. Bend, press. Come on, you can do it. Stay as upright as you can. Push that hip to the front, squeeze the underside of the glute. Let's go for 4 and 3. Squeeze, squeeze. You've got full tension on that band. And 1. Now fingertips down. We're going to pick up the leg. We're going to bring it in line. We're going to extend it. Then poke it back. Front extend, poke it back. Try and stay as upright as you can with your chest. Minimal pressure on your fingertips. Front extend, back, and you've got that leg up high. It is not brushing against the ground here. Come on, we're nearly done with this horrible stuff. 4 and 3, 2, come on, last one. Arms overhead. We're picking up the shape of that leg, poking the toe to the back. This is where we finish. Up and poke, poke, poke. Come on, pull out on the band a little bit. Poke. Try not to lean. My body wants to lean this way. I'm not doing it. Poke, poke. Don't let the leg come forward. You're not here. You're here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh yes, the burn was real, my friends. So much burn, so much fire. Breathe. Okay, we're coming into a side lying position, and make sure you work the other leg that we didn't just work. We're going to put our loop on above the knees because I'm so kind to you all. And damn it. Hey, I'm just filming, so I'll call you back. Rumpy? Let's just start this again. Perfect timing. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. So, pretzel, bridge, okay, we're back. So we're going to use the band in our hands for the first segment, which is the pretzel segment. Now, we're going to use the ball for some of it behind the knee. So start by wedging it in, Then sit in that Z position where your kneecap is lined up approximately with your belly button, and this leg is behind your hip. So if you were to draw a line here, it's not in front, it's behind. Then you want to rotate your hip to the front so that you're really pushing this hip, both hip bones forward, squeezing the underside of the glutes to do that. We're going to put the loop around our arms, and this is going to get intense simply because we're not using our arms to support ourselves, okay? So just bring your arms in front, and we're going to do one pull out on the loop or push out and one squeeze forward. Pull and push. So you're pushing your hip forward even more. You're bringing your toe up. You're keeping your ball pulling on you. This ball situation. Let's just not use the ball. Okay, we're back. So we're going to use the loop actually around the wrists for the first little exercise series. And the main reason I'm doing this is because it's going to be a lot harder on your core to not use your arms. So we're in pretzel position. You requested pretzel, Colleen. Line your knee up with your belly button. This knee is in line with the hip or further back, and your shoulders are down and back, and I want you to push out on that band, and we're going to push our hip forward. So just stop. One. Now can you lift your toe? So this time you are going to lean forward slightly. Can you bring your arms overhead? You're just pushing out, but you're not pushing extra. You're just holding your arms static. So you're lifting the toe, pivoting on that knee, and trying to bring that foot up. So are you feeling your back fat area? With our trusty clamshell. So we're going to lift up our shins, and we're just going to press our knee to the top, all the way as high as you can up to the ceiling and back down. So press as hard against that loop as you can, and it's going to add up quickly. Do a few more like this. This is pretty much using the same muscle groups as in pretzel, so no mercy. This is what you wanted, Colleen. You wanted side lying, you wanted pretzel, so here we are. We're going to change this positioning. So keep going for another 3, 2, and 1. We're going to come here, then we're going to extend, then we're going to bring the knee down behind and cross our legs together. Then we're going to extend, then we're going to bring our toe back, clam. So it's clam, extend, cross your legs, extend, toes, clam. Up, extend, cross behind, extend, toes, down, up, extend, cross behind. Now when you do that cross behind, I want you to really squeeze your legs together, okay? Squeeze all your inner thighs together. A few more like this. Extend. This is one for the brain as well. You're welcome, because Colleen, I know you like a little bit of advanced choreography. And to be fair, when you do things that are a little bit more complicated, you forget about how painful it is. So you're welcome for that too. 2 more. Up, extend, cross it, extend, toes, shut, up, cross, toes, and shut. Ouch. Now we're just going to keep that up, and we're just going to do the extend and cross, extend and cross, extend. Don't forget about the rest of your body. Make sure your belly button's still pulled in, you're not slouching, and cross. Is this bottom leg hurting? We're going to start extending this leg when we extend this leg. 3, 2, 1, extend and cross, extend and cross. Doesn't that feel nice? I really like the way this feels. How wide are you going to bring your legs apart? Extend and cross, extend and cross. Come on, just a few more. Go 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Now extend this leg on the diagonal, hold on to this leg, Bring that heel in close to your booty. Turn your knee down, your heel up, and we're going to do inner thighs like this. Okay, all wrapped up, inner thighs. Push it up. This is a major core burner too, because how hard are you working right now? Holding your core tight so that you don't rock all over the place. So try not to rock. Really just think about extending that leg long and pulling up or pushing up. Come on, you can do it. Go up and up. Go 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Guess what? Tap, extend. Tap, extend. Can you turn your heel up to the ceiling? Tap, extend. Tap, extend. Come on. Feeling my obliques on the top side there as well, are you? Even just holding that foot in is work for your arm as well. Top, extend, or top, or tap the top and extend. Go for 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. And just to get rid of some of that lactic acid, let me just move a little bit, just do some big sweeps. Big sweeps. And then we're going to the other side. Sweep and sweep. Sweep and sweep. Wow, here, right? Is this burning for you too? For 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Now if it's riding up too high, bring it down, knowing that the higher it is, the easier it is, right? So Colleen, you can wear your band all the way down near your knees if you want to make it harder. Let's go to the other side. So everything is set up exactly the same. Hips are stacked, tummies in, shoulders away from ears. Make sure you've got a nice alignment here. We're going to bring those shins up and we're just going to open and close. So pivoting on those toes, nice and easy, open and close. Trying to push that up to the ceiling as high as possible. I know it's not as easy as with a latex loop or obviously without no equipment. So with these booty bands, you got to fight for it. Up and down for 4 and 3, 2 and 1. Now we're going to do the same thing. Down and up, extend, come behind, squeeze the legs together all the way, extend, in and down. It's up, it's out, it's squeeze, it's out, it's toes, it's down. Take a second there to wrap your legs up. Wrap them up, squeeze them together as if you need to go to the toilet and you can't. Probably not the best analogy, but you know what I mean. Squeeze, squeeze, and down. Now, if this positioning here is causing you a little bit too much neck strain, you've got the choice to either look down here, or you can actually get rid of the ball and lay all the way down and hold your head in your hands. That's an option too. Let's go for 3 more of these sets. 2. And last one. And now we're just going to do the out and wrap, and out and wrap, and out and wrap. A few more like this, and we're going to start extending that leg and wrap. 3, 2, last one. Now extend both and wrap. Extend both and wrap. This should kind of feel good in a torturous kind of way. Out and wrap. Come on, 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Now hold this leg, bring this leg out and really pull it in. Hip is towards the front and start coming up. up. Remember, knee down, heel up. It's tough. Breathe. And up. Try not to rock. Your body wants to move here to find ways of making it easier. That's why you end up kind of rocking all over the place. But if you focus on pressing into the ball, pressing into that bottom hip as you lift your leg. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now you tap in, extend. Tap in, extend. Try and get your heel to the other side of that knee. Tap in, extend. Tap in, extend. Not easy, I know. Tap in, extend. You can do it. We're nearly done with side laying, and then we're going to move on to bridge work. Tap in, extend. Come on. 6, 5, 4. You can do it. 3, 2, and 1. And we're going to do those nice big sweeps to get rid of some of that tension. Sweep and sweep. Sweep and sweep. Really feeling that. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, amazing job. Oh, just reach over to the side. Stretch your side body. So good. Roll your shoulders. Go the other way. Stretch, stretch. Okay, now we're going to do glute bridge. I am going to use the block under my head because my mic situation. You can lay your head all the way down. We're going to start with our, let me make sure I don't make too much crackling sounds here. We're going to start with our band on, and we're also going to put our ball up high in between our thighs. Double whammy. We don't have a lot of time because we need to also fit in prone position. So I'm not going to look at you because I have my head on this block. I want you to push your spine, imprint your spine into the mat. Then make sure your legs are about hip width apart and come up. So I've got my band over my ball, which creates even more tension. And from here, I want you to squeeze the underside of your glutes, push up even higher, and then press from there. Press, release from there. So you're pressing in on the ball. You're slightly pressing up and tucking your hips towards your ribs. It's a very slight motion. Oh my goodness. And you are also thinking about inner thighs and also the inside of your feet pressing into the mat. Press and press. Pressing in on the ball, squeezing the underside of the glutes, slightly tucking your hips up and in. Up and in, come on. It's supposed to burn. Come on, up and up. Breathe. We're keeping it simple today with the choreography so that we can really focus on the burn. Go 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Now we're going to walk our feet out and bring our knees closer together. Move the ball so it's closer to your knees. And we're going to stay up there again and press, press. Just stay up really high, press in on the ball. This should burn like crazy. Press as hard as you can. Try to pop that ball. Press and press. Press and press. Get up high with those hips. Breathe. Come on. Press and press. You can do it. If you wanted to make this harder, elevate your feet on something, either the sofa, against the wall. I'm good. I think I'm good here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, walk your feet more narrow again. Come up on your heels and bring your feet away from your butt a little bit more so there's a larger angle. Then up and in. So you're pressing in on the ball and pushing up. In and up. In and up. In and up. Oh, in and up. Now you should be feeling some hamstring here because of the larger angle. In and up, in and up, come on. In and up. A few more and then we're going to lose the ball. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. So come down for a second, lose the ball and bring your band high up. We're going to come up with the front leg and we're going to thread under and come up and down. It's up, thread through, up and down. It's up, thread through, up and down. Just one more. Up, thread through, up and down. Now, I was up the entire time. I kept it up. I didn't tap down in between. Other leg, up, thread through. See, I'm up the entire time. You might not be able to see it from the camera angle, but you can see I can fit my fist underneath there. Up, thread through, up and down, up, thread through, up and down. 2 more, thread it through, up and down. Last time, up, thread it through, up and down. Okay, now I want you to come up on your tippy toes. Don't worry so much about engaging the band for this one, it's more for inner thighs. Come all the way up and keep your legs pressed together. Feet, heels, everything pressed together. From here, just 1, 2, 3, release a bit. 1, 2, 3, release a bit. Push, 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 release a tiny bit. Push, 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 release. If you don't want to be up on your tippy toes, you don't need to. 2, 3, release. Up, 2, 3, release. We're nearly done. 2, 3, release. Go for 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Now big range of motion. Down and out. Close it up and in. Out and down, up and in. Out and down, up and in. If you're up on your tippy toes, it gives you larger range of motion. Press against your heels as your legs go out to the side. 8, 7, this is where we finish. Glute bridge. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh my goodness. Roll it up. Okay, we've got 5 minutes of prone position and then we're on to abs. So let's just start with the ball back in between our thighs, keeping the loop where it was, and we're laying down on our belly. Find a way to do this that doesn't strain your neck, so it's not so much about the upper body at the moment. We're going to pick up the front leg, leave the back leg down and push in against the ball. Just push in and in. So you can lay your head all the way down if you want to relax your neck. In and in and in and in. 8, 7, squeeze your booty. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend that leg, same thing. In and in. In and in. Come on, your leg is lifted. I can fit my hand underneath my thigh. In and in for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One of each. Extend and in. Bend and in, extend and in, bend and in, extend and in, bend and in. The other leg is acting as a resistor against that ball. Bend and in, extend and in, bend and in. For 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. The pain, how about that pain? Now just push up. So squeeze it and just push up and up, up and up. Up and up. Deep breaths. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Ouch. Other side. Extend the leg and just push in. 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 Keep it extended. You need to bring it up a little bit higher so that you feel your booty engaged. Don't leave it down on the mat. You've got at least a hand's distance between your thigh and the mat. The higher the better. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bend it, and same thing, push in, push in. So your other leg has to be active in order to resist against that push. In and in. Breathe. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Extend and in, bend and in. Never release fully on the ball. So you're extending, pushing in, holding that push and pushing in harder. Bend and extend. Come on. Point the toe, lengthen away long. Keep your belly pulled in. Neck is long. And in for 4 sets. And 3. And 2. And 1. Now keep it here and just push up to the ceiling. Push up. Tap and up, tap and up. So much burn. Push it up. Up and up. You can do it. Press and up. We're going to take the ball away next. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can take the ball out. Just do it safely. That was probably not the best demonstration. You can put it under your hands if you like and push into it. And we're going to do some wider leg exercises. So I want you to bring your heels together and we're going to push into the ball, keeping our legs wide, and just poke up to the ceiling. Poke up. Poke up. Push into the ball. Look down at your mat. Push and poke and poke. Poking up to the sky, pressing against the heels, squeezing your booty. 6, 5, 4, push into the ball. 3, 2. Can you stay up? Now extend and bend side to side. Extend and bend. We're up, so there is a gap between your thigh and the mat. Colleen, get your legs up higher. This is your workout, so you need to do it at the utmost advanced level. Straighten and bend. Straighten and bend. Come on, we're nearly done. We're just going to do this a few more reps and then we're done with this. Then we're on to core, just 10 minutes. Or is it 10 minutes? You know me. No, I'm going to try and actually stick to it. Breathe. I've been good with the lower body segment. I think it was exactly 30 minutes. Let's do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done with that. Peel yourself up. Okay, we're using the ball for the ab segment. Take a deep breath. Maybe you need to round through your spine a bit to kind of work out any tension there. Grab a drink of water. You don't need your loop anymore. All you need is your ball and your mat. Meet me back here in a second. So, hello, hello. Hello, hello. We're back for core, so put on your loop and we're going to start with it around the ankles. So you want to make sure that you keep your legs nice and wide so you feel that resistance on the loop. And you can come all the way down onto your elbows, and all we're going to do is start picking our legs up and tapping our heels down. So it's up and it's down. So you want to make sure you're pushing your chest to the ceiling. Once you see the exercise, don't keep looking at me, just kind of keep your neck in a nice neutral position. And if this is too much for your neck, you can definitely lie all the way down or come up onto your hands like this, which will make your spine more vertical and will take some of that pressure off your neck. At this point, it seems to be feeling good for me, so hopefully it's not too bad for you, Colleen. Up and down. Let's go for 4 and 3, 2 and 1. Now we're going to start bringing one leg in and up and the other one straightens. So around and around. You will be feeling a bit of quad here as well. You're welcome. So it's around like a circular motion so that you keep tension on that band the entire time. Around and around. A few more. We're changing positions after this. Keep circling. Keep breathing. Go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. So we're all going to sit up now. Slightly bend your elbows, roll your shoulders down and back, and we're going to come into a diamond position and start lifting those legs, but alternate this time. Up and up, up and up. So you're going to feel inner thigh here as well as lower abs. Try not to put all your weight on your fingers. Perhaps you even want to try and lift those hands, C-curving, so that you're really feeling your upper abs as well as your lower abs as you're lifting those legs up. Deep breaths, up and up. Go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now maybe support yourself again. We're going to open up and tap down. Come up, open, and tap down and in. Once again, if you need to go back on your elbows, you can do that. If you want to lie all the way down, you can do that. Here is probably the toughest position. You're going to feel hip flexor here. Hard to avoid for 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Now we're all going to lay all the way down. I'm just going to keep my fingers underneath my head because of my mic, but you can lay all the way down. Bring your legs to tabletop, and we're going to go to one side, dropping the front leg, letting the top leg drop to the same side, then pulling up using the obliques. Other side, drop and drop, then pull up and almost let your bottom leg be like a dead weight, so that when you're coming up with the top leg, you're pulling the bottom one up. And now as you pull, don't just think outer thigh. I want you to think the opposite oblique. So this side here, oblique, is helping your top leg to pull the bottom leg up. You can continue with your bent legs like this, or if you want to intensify, you can straighten your legs, pull up, come down with straight legs, and then pull up. Now I really want you to focus on keeping your shoulders down on the mat. Okay, I need to really move because I'm kicking my ball, but I'm going to try and get in between it. We don't have many more. Pull up. And if you can't do this straight legs, just please keep going with the bent legs. One more each side is all. Down, pull up, and last time, and pull up. Nice job. Now I'm just going to move a little bit. I'm going to keep my hands here. You lay flat. We're going to start dropping one leg, drop the other leg, then out as low as you can and back up. Drop one leg, drop the other leg together as low as you can, in and out and up. Drop and drop, down and out and up. Keep breathing. If you can't drop as low, don't worry. Just do it a little bit higher. But Colleen, I know you're advanced, so you do it low and drop and extend and up. Let's do one more of these. My loop is traveling further up my legs. Now we're just going to stick with this. It's out and up and out and up. Come on, out and up. Extend those toes and up. Just a few more. And 3 and 2 and 1. Now let's keep those legs split and just go down and up for 2, circle around, down and up for 2, circle around, down and up. You do not have to come as low as me. Other side. for 2. Come on, a few more. Down and up. For 2. Keep breathing. 1 more each way. Down and up. For 2. And of course you can bend your legs here, but not you, Colleen. And up. Okay. Now, if you want to, you can bring the loop higher because we're going to do some bicycle variations here. Or you can even put it around the bottom of your feet, which will make it a lot tougher. Now I want everyone to raise up your shoulders a little bit, and we're just going to start that bicycle. So try to get the extending leg pretty low here. So you want to try and keep those lower abs engaged while you're also working obliques. Across and across, across and across. Simple stuff to finish, nothing complicated. Breathe through it. Keep going. Go 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now can you bring your elbow to knee and then lift and lower that leg and switch, lift and lower. Now my band is curling up. I should have figure eighted it here, but that's okay. We don't have many more to go. You don't actually have to touch your elbow, just kind of reach towards it. Lift and lower. 1 more each side. And lift and lower. Okay, come up. And I'm going to uncurl my band. And we're going to do some Russian twists. So you're sitting up really nice and tall. Deep breath in, hold on underneath your knees. Blow out all the air and curve, C-curve forward. Now just bring your fingertips together and start twisting side to side. Ringing through the waistline, trying to get that elbow down towards the mat. It doesn't have to touch. Maintaining the C-curve, but if this is too much, then come up higher and maybe straighten your spine. But knowing that this is the last little bit, we've got less than 2 minutes to go. So keep going, finish with strong with me, with us. Go 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I want you to extend the front leg. We're going to sweep our arms to the back, lower the leg, extend and lower. Up and down. So you're coming up, blowing out the air and diagonally reaching back. Up and down. 6, 5, 4, come on, 3, I know it's tough. 2, maybe you're here. 1, and we're doing that to the other side. So lowering, reaching and lowering the leg. There you go. Sometimes it takes a few reps to get it right. That's okay. We're not perfect. We just want to keep moving. Reach and back. Reach and back. Come on, we're nearly done. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on, last thing. Deep breath in. C-curve back. Can you hold on and lift your legs? Last little thing. Come on, just hold on and lift your legs. And if you can, and I know you can, Colleen, extend those arms. Last thing. Let's go for 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And we are done. Oh my goodness, that was tough. That was actually long, and I think the bands, even though it wasn't super tough, I think the bands and that extra resistance definitely gave us a solid, challenging workout. Reach over. But the nice thing about the bands is, especially for upper body, I feel lengthened through my upper body. I don't know if you feel the same thing. Deep breath in and reach up. But I don't feel really tight. And over. Having said that, we did still contract all of our muscles, so it's always good to roll it out, stretch it out. Let's go to the side and just bring that heel in. Deep breaths. Those bicycle type moves and the Russian twists, they always seem to get my heart rate up a little bit. It's always nice to finish a workout with a tiny bit of extra heart rate exercises, with an elevated heart rate, I should say. Bring that in. And just come into a straddle and lean forward, up and down with those feet, flex and point. If you can't come this low, it's fine. Just come to a point where you feel the stretch in your inner thighs. And then bring your feet together and just open up. Nice way to release the hips. And then bring that other leg over and sit up nice and tall. Pull it in. And we're going to go to the side and bring that heel in. Nice job, just reach that towards you. And sit up and just flex your feet and lean forward to stretch the back of your legs. And then come into cross-legged position, reach up, behind the head, pull up, opening through the shoulders, and across. Other side. Head side to side. Roll your shoulders a couple more times, and that is it. Colleen, thank you so much for another great workout design or suggestion. I hope you like my interpretation of it. I tried to fit in everything that you asked for and a whole lot more. So I'm hoping that it was challenging for you, and everyone else, I hope you enjoyed it too. Leave me comments, let me know, and I will be back with another workout very soon. Bye for now.